Assalamu alaikum. This is Mongmra Singh welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Various programs chalk out marking 36 July Mass Uprising Day tomorrow. A BNP ready to sign July Charter at any time, says the BNP Standing Committee member Salahuddin Ahmed. No security threats ahead of events marking July Mass Uprising Day, says Home Advisor. Israeli military kills 92 Palestinians, including 56 waiting for aid across Gaza. And Pakistan win 3-match series, beating West Indies by 13 runs in final T20 international in Lauderhill of USA. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Tomorrow marks 36 July, the July Mass Uprising Day. On this day in 2024, facing a student people's movement, the fascist Sheikhhasina was forced to resign and flee the country. Various programs have been chalked out to observe the day with due honor. On Manik Mia Avenue in the capital, the Ministry of Cultural Affairs has arranged day-long events to celebrate 36 July. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus will present July Declaration at 5 p.m. in the program. On Saturday afternoon, in a Facebook post, a press secretary to the Chief Advisor Shafiqul Alam wrote, in the presence of all parties involved in the mass uprising, the July Declaration will be presented before the nation. As part of the 36th July celebrations, wreaths will be laid at July Martyrs' memorials in all 64 districts at 9 in the morning. Prayers will also be held at all religious centers across the country. People from various parts of the capital will march in victory processions to converge on Manik Mia Avenue. The event will begin at 11 a.m. with various musical performances. At 2 to 5 p.m., the moment of the fascist flight will be commemorated. After the observance of the flight movement, the concert will resume. In the evening, in front of the National Parliament building, thousands of voices will join together to sing the iconic July song, Koto Biplobi Bondhuder Rokteranga. After the reading of the July Declaration at 5 p.m., the concert will continue, followed by a special drone drama performance. A BNP Standing Committee member, Salahuddin Ahmed, said the BNP is ready to sign the July Charter at any time. He said July Declaration holds significant historical and political value. He made the remarks while talking to journalists at his Gulshan residence in the capital today. Salahuddin criticized attempts to spread confusion, suggesting that the BNP is not cooperating on the July Charter. He termed such efforts as deliberate and reflective of political inferiority. He said BNP had responded to the draft proposal back in February. Home Advisor retired Lieutenant General Muhammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhary said there are no security threats ahead of the events marking the July Mass Uprising Day tomorrow. He said this to the reporters following a meeting on a law and order at the Home Ministry in their secretariat today. The advisor said the government is on high alert by the grace of Almighty Allah. All types of events and programs will be held peacefully with the cooperation of everyone. Jahangir Alam said, the government is alert about everything for which many meetings are being held and cooperation of all concerned is sought. In response to a question about the government's special campaign, the advisor said the ongoing special anti-criminal operation will continue until the national election. Speaking about juvenile crimes, Jahangir said the trend of juvenile crime is high in the capital's Mohammadpur area. He, however, stressed a social awareness to check the crimes. In response to another question about mob violence, the Home Advisor said mob violence has decreased from the past. The Senior Secretary of the Home Ministry, Nasimul Goni, Director General of Bangladesh Ansar and Village Defence Force, Major General Abdul Muttalib Sajjad Mahmood, among others, were present in the meeting. Now, international news. The Israeli military killed at least 92 Palestinians, including 56 persons waiting for aid, in attacks across the Gaza Strip on Sunday. Gaza's government media office said more than 22,000 humanitarian aid trucks are waiting outside the Gaza Strip as just 36 trucks entered the enclave on Saturday. Hamas said it is open to the International Committee of the Red Cross ICRC delivering aid to Israeli captives in Gaza if Israel opens humanitarian corridors to deliver aid to all people in Gaza. Israel's attack on Gaza has killed at least 60,839 people and wounded 149,588. At least 68 African refugees and migrants have died and 74 others remain missing after a boat capsized off the coast of Yemen. The United Nations Migration Agency International Organization for Migration (IOM) disclosed the incident. IOM Chief Abdusattar Issouf in Yemen told a news agency on Sunday that the boat, with 154 Ethiopians aboard, capsized off the Yemen's province of Abiyan. 12 people survived the shipwreck, he said, adding that the bodies of 54 refugees and migrants washed ashore in the district of Khanfa and 14 others were found dead at a different location and taken to a hospital morgue. Yemeni health authorities earlier said 54 people had died. Abdul Qadir Bajamil, director of the health office in Zanzibar, said authorities were making arrangements to bury the victims near the city of Shakra while search operation continued amid difficult conditions. The waterways between Yemen and the Horn of Africa are common but perilous route for the refugees and migrants traveling in both directions. The area saw a spike in Yemenis fleeing the country after the civil war broke out in 2014. Russia and China began joint naval drills in the Sea of Japan on Sunday as they seek to reinforce their partnership and counterbalance what they see a US-led global order. Alongside economic and political ties, Moscow and Beijing have strengthened their military cooperation in recent years, and their relations have deepened since Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022. China's Defense Ministry said in a statement on Sunday that the Joint Sea 2025 exercises kicked off in waters near the Russian port of Vladivostok would last for 3 days. The two sides will hold submarine rescue, joint anti-submarine, air defense and anti-missile operations, and maritime combat. The ministry said 4 Chinese vessels, including guided missile destroyers Shaojing and Urumqi, are participating in the exercises alongside Russian ships. After the drills, the two countries will conduct naval patrols in relevant waters of the Pacific.